Chinua Achebe's short story, The Voter, is a compact yet powerful political satire that explores electoral corruption, personal integrity, and the manipulation of democratic systems in post-colonial Africa. Set in a small Nigerian village called Umuofia, the story focuses on Rufus Okeke, a clever and politically active young man, who finds himself torn between loyalty, self-interest, and moral responsibility on election day. Rufus, also known as Ruth, is a local campaign organizer and well-known figure in Umuofia. He is smart, persuasive, and streetwise. He had once studied at a mission school and served as a servant to a white missionary, which gave him a good command of English and basic education. These experiences, combined with his natural charisma, make him a respected political influencer in his village. As the story opens, Rufus is working on behalf of the People's Alliance Party to ensure the re-election of Marcus Ibe, the current representative for Umuofia. Marcus, once a humble teacher earning a modest salary, became a wealthy and powerful politician after joining the ruling party. He now lives in a large, modern house and flaunts his wealth. Although Marcus is no longer in touch with the struggles of ordinary people, he remains popular in Umuofia because he shares the spoils, giving out gifts, money, and favors during campaign season. Rufus is Marcus's chief local organizer. He goes around convincing villagers to vote for Marcus and reminding them of what they've received, bags of salt, sugar, and drinks, as part of his generosity. He's good at what he does and takes pride in being a kingmaker of sorts. However, he is not entirely unaware of the hypocrisy and manipulation behind these gestures. Still, he sees politics as a game, and like many others, he plays along. On the eve of the election, Rufus receives an unexpected visit from Rofa, the campaign worker for Marcus's opponent. Rofa pulls Rufus aside and offers him £5 in cash, a substantial bribe at the time, in exchange for Rufus's vote for the opposition candidate. Rufus is stunned. He knows he has been campaigning for Marcus and has even told others that accepting bribes from the opposition is wrong. However, the money is tempting. £5 could go a long way in his life, and Rofa is clever in his approach. He only asks for one vote, Rufus's own. Now Rufus faces a moral and political dilemma. He has been publicly loyal to Marcus, has earned his trust, and has helped sway others to vote for him. Yet, privately, no one would know if he cast his own vote for the opposition. He could take the money, vote in secret, and keep his public image intact. The story builds tension around this internal conflict, showing how even the politically savvy and seemingly loyal can be tempted and corrupted. On election day, Rufus walks confidently to the polling booth. As he approaches the voting box, he feels the weight of his decision. The story's climax occurs when Rufus tears his ballot paper in two, a symbolic gesture that allows him to vote for both candidates at once, or rather for neither. This act is both a compromise and a protest. He keeps his £5 bribe but doesn't betray Marcus with a vote for his rival. The story ends with Rufus slipping out of the booth, hiding his conflicted feelings beneath a composed exterior. The readers are left to reflect on the meaning of his action. Is Rufus clever for playing both sides? Or is he a victim of a corrupt system where genuine choice is impossible? Themes and analysis. Electoral corruption and manipulation. Achebe exposes how democratic systems are easily corrupted in post-colonial African societies. Politicians like Marcus Ibe use their positions to accumulate wealth and distribute gifts during election season to win loyalty. The idea of free and fair elections is undermined by vote buying, bribery, and empty promises. Moral ambiguity and personal integrity. Rufus's decision to tear his ballot symbolizes the moral confusion and ambiguity faced by individuals in corrupt political systems. On the surface, Rufus is loyal to Marcus, but his acceptance of a bribe reveals a crack in his integrity. His final action, splitting his vote, is not a clear victory for either morality or self-interest. Instead, it reflects the gray zone many people operate in when the system itself is broken. Achebe doesn't portray Rufus as evil or foolish. Rather, he is human, clever, conflicted, and compromised by circumstances. His action is a symbolic protest against a system that offers no real choice. Politics as a game. The story also presents politics as a game of influence, manipulation, and performance. Marcus is more concerned with appearances and loyalty than genuine leadership. Rufus is praised for his persuasive skills and political savvy, not for his honesty. The focus is on winning elections, not serving the people. Achebe suggests that when politics becomes disconnected from morality and public service, citizens are reduced to pawns, and leaders become mere actors in a rigged performance. Satire and irony. Achebe uses satire and irony to make his point. Rufus is portrayed as a clever political operative, but even he becomes ensnared in the contradictions of the system he serves. His attempt to take the bribe without betraying Marcus ends up as a comical and tragic compromise. The irony lies in how democracy, meant to empower the people, is twisted into a tool for personal gain and spectacle. Narrative style. Achebe's style in The Voter is concise, witty, and layered with irony. He uses a simple plot and a single character's experience to critique a much broader political culture. The third-person narration offers insight into Rufus's internal conflict while maintaining a light, almost humorous tone, making the story accessible yet impactful. The Voter is a brilliant short satire that captures the corruption and contradictions of post-colonial African politics. Through Rufus Okeke, Achebe presents a complex portrait of a man trying to do right but pulled in different directions by loyalty, greed, and cynicism.